Hello and welcome to Slay the Spire, a roguelike deck building game which you might be seeing a bit more on the channel. We're actually just going to go ahead and get started because if you don't know what this is, you'll learn fast, and if you already know, you don't want me to explain it to you. I like the Silent, favorite character of mine. I'm trying to beat it with the Defect, but I've already beat it with the Watcher, the Ironclad, and the Silent. Norse engine, not yet. Hello again, giant, scarred, three-eyed whale. How are you? So, what do I want? Gold is pretty important. Potions are important. Health is important. We don't have relics are even more important than potions and gold, if you ask me. We have the choice between gold, colorless card. I remove 2 cards, but I lose my max HP. Or I lose my starting relic and attain a boss relic. I like the Ring of the Snake. The 100 gold would be nice if we look at the map. I'm probably going to take this route over yonder. It gets me plenty of fights. It's pretty damn linear, but it works out. So that will mean I reach the shop by then. If I take the gold, I can pick one of the artifacts he has. Colorless cards aren't my cup of tea. I don't need to remove anything, and I like my, okay, we'll get the gold. Yeah, I like my relic. We'll go this way. And so, dealing 3 damage, I can go ahead and block that. That's pretty dang easy. What I will do is, actually, I should just go ahead and kill. That was something I didn't think through. That's something I do a lot in this game. I don't think things through. Just something I need to do more of. So I would use that, but I don't need the block and I don't want to discard anything. So he's going to deal 8 damage. I can apply 1 weak for 0 cost on my energy. This block, I need to do 2 of them to fully block, and then I can deal the 6 damage. And then you are gone, my friend. Regen potions, some gold. You can sometimes get potions. Infinite Blades, All-Out Attack, or Bane. Bane is good if you get Strength. I'm not the biggest fan of it, even though it does 14 damage against poison. 10 damage to all enemies, discard 1 card at random. I prefer Infinite Blades. That's 4 damage every turn for free, once you've actually put the card forward. And I'm pretty sure when you upgrade it, it makes it innate, which means you have it at the start of your hand always. So that's 8 block. I can play this and hit him. Lovely. So now I get a shiv every single turn. If I want to fully block that, I'll have to do another block. I mean, I get the damage in, sure. Health is pretty important. Mostly in the 2nd and 3rd layers, not so much the first one, which I'm in right now. Don't need any blocker to discard anything. Use the shiv. We weaken him. Double block. Damage. Ta-da. And then you are gone. You are gone. More gold, a fire potion. That's good to throw pretty early on. A poisoned stab. This, however, too weak. Will make him deal less damage, and I get the block. Considering I get a shiv every turn, the 3 poison's nice. Because if you can stack poison up, it'll deal damage equal to the poison, but it'll go down 1 every turn. But this will weaken them, make them deal less damage this turn and the next, and give me the block. So I'm going to take that. And then I have full health, so I'm going to find a relic. Whenever you add an attack into your deck, upgrade it. Lovely little thing. Let's see, what do you got in store? Power card. When viewing your draw pile, the cards are now shown in order. That's more something I would love to have on the Defect or the Mystic or whatever her name is. Because they rely very much on that kind of chaining one into the other. It's somewhat important on all the characters, but probably the least so on little old Silent. So I'm going to take If I take this, it doesn't really matter what order they are as much. So I'll take that. Happy Flower for the extra energy, because I do have some cards that are going to take that energy. And then, okay, you're there. I want to save the Fire Potion for the Elite. So we'll just deal the damage I can deal to you and be done. So you have Ritual now. I'm going to apply that to you. Use this to get the shivs. You're weak for 2 extra turns, or 2 turns total. I can actually apply to you again. Do that to retain. I have full block and I can deal full damage. Let's keep that strike, make sure I have the damage I need to deal. Oh yeah, we should. So 6, 12, 18, oh yeah, you're gone. Goodbye. Good sir. Then we can get another set of infinite blades. I always love that. You are dangerous. Very dangerous. Let us get the damage done to you now. So he will gain 2 enrage. Every time I play a skill, he gains 2 strength. Now it has to be a skill, not a power. See right there? Bam. This counts as a skill even though it weakens him. Bam. Now we don't want to retain that. We want those to go into the discard pile. And this, 1, 2. And then do I give him strength for the, I'm going to throw this ahead of schedule. I want to take, because he'll do extra damage every turn. That strength don't go away. Do I eat the 18 or he'll deal 10, but then he'll deal 2 extra. No, we're just going to, in case I need it, we'll keep Survivor. 24. I think these shivs are going to end you. No, they are not. We're going to weaken you. And we'll keep Survivor just so it doesn't go back into the draw pile. Bam. That was bad, but it could have been worse. We gain Blood Vial. If we find the vampires, they'll love to see that. 4 damage 5 times. That's going to be terrible if you get weakened. I'm going to say Cloak and Dagger. I don't really have something that gives me strength. So the whole multiple small hits doesn't work as well. And then, yeah, that does make that innate, which would be great. This would apply 3 weak if I upgrade it, but it's still going to cost 2. Up to 2 cards, I only really need it for the 1. 2 shivs. That's not really the best. Or I could get 2 weak on applying damage and 0 cost. I want to say that. Simply because of how powerful that can be, the weakening. We're going to do that. We gain the block, hit you with that, hit you that again, we block that attack, and we have you nearly dead, a little louse. We apply weak to you, strike you, I have no way of blocking. So we're just going to have to deal with that. Fine and dandy. Okay, weaken you, give me shivs, give me more shivs, and just discard one of these to get the block I need. So we are going to do, let's get these out of the way first. So I'm going to make sure I don't take any damage at all. I should have the damage I need. If I do this, bam, bam, we completely block it, and I think if I have a strike, I can kill him next turn. So I get the 2 shifts. Oh yeah, he's gone. He is gone. Dead and gone. Dagger Throw is good for resetting a bad hand if you get it in there. Prepared, though, costs nothing and does the same, although it doesn't deal any damage. If I've discarded it... So what I'd have to do for that... I don't really have a whole lot of ways to discard yet, and I don't want to rely on that later. Let's get Dagger Throw. I have the Happy Flower, or else I would have taken Prepared. Every time we play 10 attacks, gain energy. Lovely. Oh no. Infinite Blades, block. I can insta-kill you. I'm gonna have to take that damage. Not the whole largest amount I can do about it. It's just a lot of small folk. I shouldn't say small folk, it's small enemies, but they're still hurt. Okay, let's get you a bit lower. Supply 2 weak to you. You're not gonna die anytime soon. And then, yeah, this is just... I'm gonna have to take some damage. No way around it. So I'm not weakened anymore. Get that shiv. You're gone. Unfortunately, I can't kill you, but I have enough to block all your attacks. So... let's get you out of the way. Cloak and dagger. That'll be enough to survive me through that. Then we want to just discard that card, because why not? 4 damage, bam, 6, 12, they're gone. That was sloppy, but not a whole lot I could really do about it. Blade Dance is good. Is it really worth the card, though? I'm gonna say yeah, because you can deal 12 for 1. And then... I mean, do I want to go this way, or do I want to go this way? It doesn't really matter. No, it doesn't. Golden Idol... I'll need to get rid of the injury later, because I can't afford to take the damage, and I'm not losing max HP. But that gold is very useful. Something you would like to take from me, I'm sure. Thankfully, that's the power of shivs. So, let's deal with the block. Problem is, this guy does a whole lot of damage. Oh, I played a card. Okay, wait, 10 attacks. Yeah, I could have... okay, I pressed that too quickly. That's my own fault. But he dies anyways. So thankfully, no harm done. He tries to steal my gold, I steal it back. Let's get more abilities to deal damage and block at the same time. And then before we go to the next one, let's see. That's 4 shivs that could greatly increase the damage I do. But... I'd like to have infinite blades innate, at least one of them, so that if a fight goes on forever, I'm, oh no. We're gonna weaken you. Block. What do I get? What do I get? Get rid of one of these. Block. I need him dead first, the looter. He will run away. He will run away with my stuff. That he will. I'm gonna gain the block. I need to deal with him sooner rather than later. Even if I take a little bit of damage. This guy, he can be dealt with. He doesn't deal that much damage. But you gotta die. You understand me, little looter? No matter what it takes. Yeah, that injury is unplayable and takes up a card. So I did take a little bit of damage there, but... like I said, this guy is in for a house of pain. Make sure that other one didn't run off with my, Ooh, finisher. That is excellent if you have a bunch of shivs. I have a bunch of shivs. So we are going to rest because this guy up here is the flaming hexaghost. He's terrible. He's a frightening thing. We're going to retain leg sweep. That's very lucky we had all our powers there. Weaken. Bam. Deal the damage. Deal the damage. Deal the damage and boom, more damage. And we're going to keep injury. Now, you may think that's stupid, but here's the thing. If I keep it in my hand, it can never enter the draw pile. If it never enters the draw pile, it never replaces another card that is gained. So let me just deal with these shifts first, because you can't have a full hand. 1, 2, 3, lovely. And then, as much as I'd like to discard that, I'm not going to. We're going to do this. We're going to just get rid of that. And I'm going to just use the defend, and do not use that, because then it'll get rid of injury. Keep injury. That burns pretty bad. Use the shivs first, apply the weak, Cloak and Dagger, defend from some of the damage. I can actually defend against all of it. It's a lovely thing. And we're going to keep Injury. Great. So, oh, no, not that. Okay, so this will give me 2 damage at the end of my turn, which means in order to fully block everything, I would need to play 2 defense. However, I can afford to take 1 damage. But, thing is, don't even need to. Because I have a bunch of energy, namely Nunchaku and Happy Flower, being very helpful in a pair. So deal with the shivs first, you don't want to have a full hand. Let's use Leg Sweep just to weaken him, because I'm guessing he's going to attack next turn. I believe that's how he works. Gonna keep the injury, no reason to get rid of it. So he's gonna deal 10 damage total. Let's block half of it. Deal that damage. I'm gonna do something that... Oh no, okay. What I was gonna do, I didn't even realize Nunchaku was gonna do that for me, but I was gonna use Snickle Oil, which would draw 5 cards, yes, but randomize the cost and just hope this would be 0. But thankfully, don't have to worry about that, because this is gonna deal 48 damage. Lovely. Lovely. So we deal that damage. He is going to inflame pretty soon, and he's going to deal a big boat of damage. So I need to eat this 10, because I take 2 there, and I need to pray that I am going to get some good cards to hit him hard, which I did not get enough, but we can block this. 6, 12, 18. Well, I calculated the wrong way, but still, it's 3, 6, 9, 12, yada yada, all the way up to 6, 12, 18. Boom. And then my little shivs end him off. Lovely. Blessing of the Forge. All cards in your hand for the rest of combat are upgraded. Because the bad thing about Snickle Oil, the reason I'm going to get rid of it, is that it randomizes the cost of your hand. You may be like, oh, it's not too bad, but that can be all the way up to 3. Like 3 energy for a single card, and it persists in your discard pile, in your draw pile, till it gets in your hand again. I'd rather upgrade all the cards in my hand than randomize their cost, because that's too much RNG. So this is a power, draw 1 and discard 1 at the start of your turn. If you don't like what you got, you can basically switch out 1 thing. You get an extra choice. It's really nice, but this is nice in that it's good for dealing with groups, because you won't even keep it. It's not like it takes up that much space in your deck, because it exhausts. If you use it, it's gone till combat is over, then it renews in your deck for the next combat. This, bad. You'll never get that dexterity back. You get 2 intangibles, sure, but that's only 2 turns where you're not taking damage, and that's for 3 energy cost, for a permanent loss of block gained from cards. I'd say, Tools of the Trade, I'm going to take Die, because it's already upgraded because of the Molten Egg, and it'll exhaust, meaning it won't take up as much space in my deck. Now we get a free relic. Sozu, we do not want to take that. That'll remove potions from being gainable. We don't want to lose rest. This thing is an obvious choice. If you fight an elite or a boss, you get 4 energy total, not 4 extra energy. 1 extra energy at every single turn of the way. That is incredibly good. So, if I can... Okay, hold on. So not no matter what, I can avoid elite combats. Yeah, I can. But it would require a very specific, I'd have to reach this. Or, preferably, I could go a lot of question symbols and pass a shop. This may seem very linear, but I can fight an elite, get a relic, find a lot of question mark symbols, unknowns, which provide random events, maybe I can find the vampires. And we get the shop, which we need to remove a card from my deck. We're going to weaken you. We are going to add these to my hand. And we are going to use the finisher to remove all that plated armor. Even though it's a bit sad I won't be able to block this damage. That's 10% of my health. Ouch. So let's do this. He's still weakened. So what we do is we do this, we get rid of the defend card, but that blocks all of the damage he was going to deal. And then I can deal this extra bit with the shift. So he's back up to 6 twice. We're going to completely block that. We're going to do this. I'm going to discard a strike, keep well-laid plans. We're going to keep die, die, die. So, this is 6 block. I don't have a way to weaken him, but bam! We deal that damage, and he's gone. Thankfully, we retained that card. You get gold, the essence of steel. 4 plated armor is exactly what he had. At the start of your turn, you gain, not the start, the end of your turn, technically. You gain armor equal to your plated armor, but if you take health damage, at any point it removes 1 plated armor. If you take 4 different pieces of health damage, that completely negates your plated armor. This gives you 5 dexterity for 1 turn. That's 5 extra block from each card you play that gives you block. I think I'd rather have the speed potion or the other potion that just gives you 2 dexterity. Because here's also the point. We have shivs to deal 0, so that's fine on the damage front. Choke is great, but it costs way too much. I mean, I have the way of getting energy, and it'll be great for bosses, so we'll take it. Regrettably. So let's look at you. First off, so you would upgrade the power, if I put it on my deck, keep exhausted cards, or... So 152 plus 95, that'd be 247. 247 plus 75. I think I barely have enough to get a card removal, strawberry, and fruit juice. These 2 increase my max HP, but I'd have to get rid of a potion to take the fruit juice. Sucker Punch I could deal more weak. Or whenever I am attacked, I deal damage back. This is on sale. We'll take this, remove a card. We're going to remove the injury. That's lovely. And then, since I can take caltrops, that'll be really good to have for certain enemies. That I can't be sure I will. We found the vampires! Fuck yes! Navigating an unlit street, you come across several hooded figures in the midst of some dark ritual. As you approach, they turn to you in an eerie unison. The tallest among them bears fanged teeth and extends a long, pale hand towards you. Join us, sister, and feel the warmth of the spire. So, Blood Vial heals me 2 HP at the start of combat. I can lose it, gain 5 bites for losing all my strikes, which still deals 7 damage, which is an increase of 1 damage per hit, and heals me 2 HP. The pale figures gasp as you take out the blood vial. The Master's blood! The Master's blood! The Master's blood! They all chant fervently as the tall one bows before you. Drink from his blood and become one with him. The chant growing louder. You consume the contents of the vial. Your vision immediately warps and fades to darkness. You wake up sometime later alone. An intense hunger passes through your belly. You must feed. I love that event. It's one of the only natural ways to heal in the game, and you have to get lucky enough to find the vampires. And even then, you take max HP damage if you don't have the blood vial. It is such a good thing. Bam, bam. All that damage you just did, yeah, screw you. By the way, I don't have any more gold for you to steal. We're going to apply the weak to... I'm going to choke you, because I can instantly kill you. And then I'm going to block instead. Can't really retain caltrops, but I'd rather not take the damage in the first place. So that deals 17. 8, 16. Gone. Get my gold back, plenty of gold from them. Apply 99 vulnerable. This is excellent for bosses. Because it goes down one every turn and they take 50% more damage, basically, depending on the boss for the rest of combat. So, let me weaken you. You are a problem. If I kill you, you apply 2 vulnerable. And that is bad for me. So I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna gain 11 block. I'm gonna deal the damage to you, simply so I take less damage. Or really none. And let's deal the vulnerable to you. Caltrops, Blade Dance, bam, 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 bam! I'm gonna take some damage, but thankfully I can heal that now. This combat's gonna last a while. I'll drink the regen potion. You gain health equal to your regen, then reduce regen by 1. We're going to sucker punch you. We're going to kill you. Actually, we're going to get rid of you. And we're going to get rid of you. And then Survivor to get rid of that and also block some of that damage. So let's deal that. Shiv. Bam. Get rid of him. Lovely. Colorless potion. That'll be nice. You see, this isn't bad, but this means that if you use Sneaky Strike, what it means is that you have to have discarded a card. If you've discarded a card and then you use Sneaky Strike, not only do you deal damage, but you get the energy back from using it. I'm gonna say that's worth taking, but that might be my undoing. And then we got Painful Stabs. If I receive attack damage from this enemy, it hurts. So much so that it literally stays with me. Now, I'm gonna do this because I need to weaken him further because he just keeps on attacking. Ta-da. So we're going to choke him. Shiv, Bite, Finisher, Survivor. Make sure I block all the damage and only gets rid of the extra block I would have needed. We're going to activate Caltrops, further weaken him. Have I discarded a... I don't think I did. Not like it matters. He's gone. Kunai, every time I play 3 attacks, which is pretty often, I gain 1 dexterity, which increases the block I get from cards. That is incredibly good for this build. We're going to take that. You'll see why later in the event I get the enemies I think I'm going to get. And we're going to... Caltrops having that extra damage is nice. Retain up to 2 cards, 4 shivs. That wouldn't be a bad thing, but we have the means to gain dexterity now. Oh. Hopefully I'll go check that, but I just got tabbed out randomly. Not sure what happened, so give me a second. Alright, and we're back. Not sure why I got tabbed out, but anyways, so I'm thinking we should upgrade Terror simply because it removes the cost of it, which is nicer for smaller fights where you really need enemies to be vulnerable like that. And it still frees up energy for boss and elite encounters, while still exhausting the card so that it doesn't take up space later in the fight. Oh dear. You walk by an eerie statue holding several masks. Something behind you softly whispers to stop. You swerve around to face the statue, which is now facing you. On closer inspection, it's not a statue, but a statuesque, gaunt man. Is he even breathing? Face, let me touch. Let me trade. So, if I let them touch my face, I gain gold but lose HP. Not max HP, thankfully. Or I can take the gamble of getting a good face or a bad face. They have effects. I'm gonna push my luck. Whenever you enter a question mark room, gain 50 gold. For me? For me? Oh yes, yes, yes. You see one of his arms flicker, and your face is in its hand. Your face has been swapped. Nice face, nice face. So that is terrifying, but I now gain gold in these question mark rooms, which is more than I would have gained for letting him touch, and I do it all the way up to the top of the boss room. For all of them. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat, and the ancient tea set will help with the bosses as well. Not the elites as much, but the bosses very much so. So this guy does a lot of damage, but this one provides a certain kind of card, which is the negative debuff, that will keep going into your hand. That, dazed, unplayable, ethereal. So that goes into the discard. What I need to do now is I need to apply. That's going to get negated by artifact, which makes it so I can't give them debuffs. But we're going to hit you hard. We're going to block a little bit, get another shiv, and we're going to attack you full on and gain extra dexterity. Now, I don't block all of that, unfortunately, but I should be able to annihilate you. And then these are not going to come into use at any point. And we're going to deal they're both 16. And then we can deal that. Now, unfortunately, I ate all that damage. That's bad. Thankfully, though, I can now, as you can see, block all that damage. I gain dagger throw, bam. Let's get rid of, well, it doesn't really matter what I get rid of. So you're going to deal 20 damage. Let's block all this, gain that, and just throw it all out. Okay. So, infinite blades. I'm not going to attack enough for finisher to be worth it. Yeah, he gains block and it's not removed at the start of his turn. Let's choke. Hit. 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 Bam. Perfect. Duplication. Your next card is played twice. Card from your hand on top of your draw pile. 0 until play. That could be useful. I'm getting a bit bloated in my deck, but... So... Oh, this is difficult. This gives me all my HP back and heals all my... gives me extra max HP. This means every 10th attack I play deals double damage. With the finisher card, it would increase... It would deal 16 for every attack already done. Or, for this one, 34. There's also fruit juice. There's noxious fumes, which means that because it gives 2 poison every turn, it actually, because poison goes down 1 every turn, it increases it by 1 every turn, which is great. And I want all of this, but I can only afford 1 thing, and the rest of these 5 will be completely in... So this is start each combat, not start each turn. Where is it? At the start of your turn. So this would be the very first turn you gain extra energy. I'm gonna get the pen nib because of just how dangerous the bosses can be. I just did buy something. And then... we're going to leave, I think. Gonna go over here. We're gonna make setup cost nothing. That's an instant yes. Get rid of that cost. So, setup. Let's get these. You can be dealt with later. We're gonna leave the finisher for later because it'll cost nothing that way. I'm gonna upgrade all my cards because this can get really bad really fast if you're not careful. We're gonna give terror to you. Bam. We're gonna do this and we're gonna choke later when I have better ability to do so on you. So this suffer gives me a hex. If I don't play an attack, well, it's bad for me. I'm going to apply the extra vulnerable to you simply to deal the extra card damage. And then I'm going to bite you. And we're going to deal 34 damage, killing you. Well done. So, dodge and roll is really good. That'll be my 30th card, though. Fine. It's a begrudging take. You are my counter. Oh dear. So, every time I break through their guard and deal attack damage, they gain 5 block. Well, they gain block equal to malleable. Malleable can go up infinitely, and it resets to 3 at the beginning of their turn. Just get rid of a card, why not? So, this turn your next card is played twice. Or, let's give myself a color of this card. Madness makes this, so I gain energy from this. Or not. I don't gain skill potion as well. Leg sweep. Wonderful. Oh, that gives me enough to work with. Okay. Leg sweep, neutralize, sucker punch. You will be weakened till days have come and gone. We're going to terror you. We're going to well-laid plans. Cloak and daggers is going to be saved. Because I'm going to need that block on a different turn. Oh, not. I had the pen nib. Pen nib. I didn't even realize I was so focused on everything else. Prepared, because you draw 2 and discard 2. Makes up for itself. Perfect. That's probably got to be the last card I give myself, or I got to start getting rid of some. Now here's the thing. I don't really want to heal. I have my own ways to heal with bite now. Because I can bite into them and heal for 3. It's quite nice. So I need one of these to be better. 3 weak and 14 block. That increases the base gain of it. That means for that's only 3 gain on block. Retain 2 cards, not worth it to me. Innate. Well, because I'm starting combat with usually extra, let's get that. And you are dangerous, Mr. Knight. Leg sweep. Die. Set up. Block. Full damage reduction. Let's get rid of the shivs. Let's draw. Dodge and roll. Defend. Well-laid plans. Bite. I gain dexterity and all the rest. Okay, we're terrorizing you. 24 freaking damage. Bite him, get the health back, deal the shiv damage, and I get an extra dexterity from this, and then throw out the block first, then survivor so it can't even discard a card. That's only 4 damage dealt, I can heal that back. Let's, okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Finish her! Let's keep that cloak and dagger. Come at me! I am. So let's do choke, neutralize, wait for terror. I think he can remove debuffs from himself, which would be terrible if I were to do that. And then I can, because I want to keep terror, I have to get rid of that. That's one of the few times where retaining 2 cards would have been nice. Now this is where he gets rid of it, the buff. Yeah. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to discard a block card, because that's not useful to me right now. Hit him with that, gives me the energy back. And then just throw the block out, because why not? Terror, keep. You've done it now! Yup, he did get rid of it. You bastard. You think you're really gonna get away with that? No. No, 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 no. 840. Drink the duplication potion. You die. Ooh. I'm gonna skip this. None of it's really worth it. That's great in certain situations. Not so much right now. Especially not for a final boss. That, I have so many attacks, and it deals only 18 damage. You know. And then replaces Ring of the Snake for Ring of the Serpent. I draw 3 additional cards total. No, I don't. I draw 1 additional card every round, instead of just 2 at the start. Or I could take Tiny House, because this is the worst artifact in the game. I don't care what you say. Being unable to see what an enemy is going to do to you is terrible. This would give me 1 potion, 50 gold, 5 HP, max increase, obtain a card, and upgrade a card. No, we're doing Ring of the Serpent. Oh, we got those 2. We got the twins. So, I mean, if I start here and I go to here, where can I go from there? Well, I want to avoid elite combats. I do not like doing elite combats in the 3rd realm. So let's say, that's 4. And if I want to get this, I could get the extra gold for the shop. Then you have these 2, we get to a rest site, we go question mark. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do that. It seems like I really got the good end of things on the right side this time. We apply the weak, we apply Sucker Punch. We're not missing any max HP, so we want to make sure he's weakened for going forward. Set up. Let's defend twice. Use the shivs. Dagger throw. Okay. Finisher! Hurt him hard. Am I fully black? Lovely. Die, and die. Game over. Ooh, block potion. Not that great, but also not terrible. Crippling Cloud. 7 poison, 2 weak, all enemies exhausted. I mean, for 2 cost, it's still... That's 7 damage the first turn, then 6 the next to every enemy, and it keeps going down. And it's exhausted. Backflip is a no thank you because I don't need to draw more cards. I'm already having trouble with my energy. Dagger throws a no-go too. I have my attacks. We're gonna skip. We're gonna skip. Give me my blades. We'll hit you with terror. You have the most health. We're going to die. Deal the damage to all of them. These guys, if any of the other ones are alive after it's been killed, it will revive in 2 turns. So I need to be dealing equal damage to them all, or I need to be able to kill 2 of them in 1 turn and then move forward from there. So let's use these on you. That block will go away if I wait, but we're going to weaken him anyways. Well-laid plans gets handed into me. Bite him, deal the damage to him, get rid of that bite. Setup has no use to me right now. And we're gonna drink that just to take no damage. So I need to... I need the block. I get the damage. Bam, we're gonna kill you ahead of schedule. And then let's gain the extra block. We need to block the rest of it and weaken you. We're going to keep this card for the 3 shivs. Now, if I let him get to the end of this turn, he comes back with half health. Weaken you. Choke you. And you're gone. Pen nib. Ah, shame. We're not going to take any of that either. We're going up to the shop. What do you got for me? I can't afford these. Shivs deal 4 additional damage. Boom. Don't even look at anything else. Holy shit. And then, colorless cards, 1 of 3. You never know. That adds so much. We're doing it. That's either really good or really bad, and then let's get Blessing of the Forge. So these, now if I can get that, will deal extra damage. Let's get rid of the dagger throw. Not because I want to get rid of it. And we're going to keep that finisher for later. This guy's bad news bears. Okay, we're using Blessing of the Forge. What we want to do is Shiv. 1, 2, 3. That's weakening him for later. We're going to retain up to 2 cards. And we're going to use Caltrops. And then we are going to retain these, too. And now I am constricted. At the end of my turn, I take 10 damage. Alright, accuracy. Boom. My shivs now deal 12 damage to this guy per... Ooh, that was bad. I could have done choke and then that. Let's do this. And we're going to discard the... bite. We're going to keep choke and finisher. One, 2, 3, extra, 4. Oh, you are gone. There we go. Do I want a second finisher? I think I do. I'm up to 34 cards, though. It's getting a bit bad. Innate. Terrorize you. What do I get out of this? Whenever you play a card, deal 1 damage. Okay. I'm gonna take some damage. Not much I can really do about it. So let's throw these out first. I need to take care of you. And then... Okay, what do I get? I need to get rid of that. And well-laid plans for now. I've discarded a card, so I get that back. He's dead. I gained the block. That's good. And then I need to weaken you. You're going to deal the most damage. As both of you hurt. Oof. That still hurts, though. You're next. We're killing you. Choke. Bam. Bam. Heal me. Kill it. It's dead. Intangible ghost in a jar. Lovely. We're leaving all that. Those are all good cards, but I need health. And I do not need to bloat my deck any further. Ooh, another shop. This for these bosses. It's too good to pass up. That's it. That's all I can really afford. Other than the one on the top left, but we're not doing that. So if I can go here and upgrade a card, and then get the chest anyways. Then from there I can go to another question mark. Okay, we're going this way. Never mind, we're not going to the right. We can upgrade a card. This can deal 3, that increases per 2. But this, 6 additional damage from shivs. 6! That's too good to pass up. That's every turn. So much more damage. There's no reason not to take this, but I don't think I'm going to be obtaining any more curses. So, you find yourself in a room filled with racks and test tubes, beakers, flasks, forceps, pinch clamps, stirring rods, tongs, goggles, funnels, pipettes, cylinders, condensers, and even a rare spiral tube of glass. Why do you know the name of all these tools? It doesn't matter. You take a look around, find some potions. So, regen potion, flex potion, and then distilled chaos. So this'll heal me a total of 5, 9, 12, 14, 15 health total. That's 15 health. Because it goes down by 1, and then you get the 5, then the 4, then the 3, then the 2, then the 1. But this plays the top 3 cards. It is literally its name, Distilled Chaos. But that gives me 5 extra damage to anything, and that reduces all damage taken and HP loss on that turn to 1. We're leaving the Distilled Chaos. And then we're heading up this way, because, well... Okay. Let's get the powers in. Caltrop, well-laid plans, we get to keep the Cloak and Dagger. So that, I get less block and I deal less damage. Oh, shoot. Start with the shivs. Those are important. Cloak and Dagger, another shiv. Weaken him. Finisher. Keep the sneaky... Well, do I have a way of discard? The dagger throw could come up, the prepared... and that's about it. Other than that, yeah, we'll keep it for now. Noxious Fumes. Accuracy. Use up my powers ahead of schedule. I should have used Choke first, but we're actually not going to use Choke. You know what? We're not. We'll use it later. We're going to keep Choke instead of Sneaky Strike. Okay, you are... Oh dear. Use the shivs first to get them out of my hand. I could not use Choke. Weaken you. Discovery. Whenever an unblocked... It costs 0 this turn. Okay. And then I gain 9 block. We're gonna do that, get rid of die. We're gonna retain leg sweep. And then... That's gonna be useful next turn, so we're gonna keep it till next turn. Put it on top. That'll give me an extra block for next turn. Prepared. Get rid of... These, I can retain that and deal the extra damage this turn. And that deals 0 next turn. Or it costs 0 next turn. Lovely. That actually worked out really well. Immediately hit you with that. Terror. Bite. Hit you. Hit you. The rest do block. Do not take any damage. We will neutralize, weaken, stab, stab. Gain 2. I'm gonna do what may end the run, but I'm gonna take the energy potion. Costs 1 additional energy for each time you lose HP this combat. Deal 6. No. Deal 6 damage whenever you draw this card. Add a copy of it into your hand. No. Not worthwhile. Not exactly for this build. So we take more infinite blades. And we're fine with that. So this is going to deal extra damage, this. 20 damage. 18, 16. We're doing it. Bam. Because of the pen nib. Dodge and roll to gain the extra block next turn and hit you now. Okay. Terror. Deal the extra. Set up. We don't have enough attacks in, so we're going to have finisher be over there. Well laid plans. Took 1 damage. Please give me an attack. It costs 0 this turn. So what I'm going to do is Shiv. I'm going to get free stuff from this, giving me the extra energy. We play die. And it's perfectly done. Oh, discard from your hand, draw 3 cards. No. Okay, we're good. My deck's fine. Time for a rest break. We can upgrade Noxus Fumes. That's additional damage every turn. You! Oh no, okay. Infinite, Noxus Fumes, Discovery. Fuck. Unload. Get rid of that skill. We need to hurt him. He deals massive amounts of damage, dies after 5 turns of combat, but when he loses HP, the amount of HP he lost decreases his strength. So we need to hit him hard and frequently every turn. Give me this next turn. Poison deals a bit as well. Terror! Oh, that is lovely. That is the best thing. Shiv him. Hit him. I've discarded. And bam. So you can see negative 125 strength there. Sucker punch. Shiv. No point in not throwing out the that. Dagger throw. Die. And sure, we get extra damage on the next attack. Double damage, in fact. Choke. Shiv. More shivs. I really should have done the bite there, but that's fine. Essence of Steel, we're gonna skip. Gain and draw. Perfect. That's actually the last card I could ask for. And we have regen. Do we upgrade it to give me extra energy? That 1 turn extra energy? Or do I heal? 23. That would get me to full health. That would get me to full health. Oh dear. We're healing. Okay. They have 2 artifacts each. Let's get my daggers ready. We're gonna focus on Mr. Triangle first. Deka and Donu. Bam! 70 on the first turn. Lovely. Let's hope I can do this. Let's terror you. Weaken you. You are no longer able to be not weakened. Lovely. We throw that out, we do this, and we start working on the regen. Terror. Noxious fumes, lovely, that's great. Okay, I need to focus on you. Gain extra dodge next turn. Caltrops. Or 32 damage. What do I got in my draw pile? I'm taking the extra energy to get both of these out. And I'm going to... we're not going to drink the intangible yet. Again, strength. I need to take you out now. Discovery, what do I get? Whenever I... gain that. Boom. Deal the damage. Set up, put you for later. And block that damage. Accuracy, lovely. We're going to weaken you with leg sweep. Bam, bam, bam. And feel the pain. Well laid plans as well. You're gonna deal 24 damage, I'm gonna take one of it. Lovely. So let's choke you. Bam. There, I get the pen nib. Let's do that. Perfect. Survivor, get rid of that. Hit you with the shivs. Prepared. Ooh, okay, no, we're gonna discard that. Keep this for later. Block. So that's gonna deal, ooh, that's gonna deal a lot of damage. Ooh. 10, 20, 24, 32. Yes, I get it. Call me when you have a second. Gain the extra block next turn. Do not keep dazed. It goes away. Well, Donu, it's been lovely. But we won. In an hour and 3 minutes, 19 seconds. Proceed. Da-dump. 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 A deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire? The source of this evil? You prepare your daggers. You deal 700 damage flat. The heart squirms and bleeds, but is ultimately still pounding. Or your mightiest attacks, not enough. You ask yourself, have I been here before? You feel that you have dealt a total of 5,790 damage to the heart. That's basically the best score, all my scores combined, all my scores, 5,790, that I've won with. And a total of 14,636,643,707 damage has been dealt by all who have challenged it. The heart pulses louder and louder as your consciousness fades. Oh, victory. And with that, we climbed 51 floors, slayed 20 enemies. We killed an Exordium elite, a city elite, none of the Beyond elites, 3 bosses slain. I got 1,141 gold, one collector and one librarian, whatever those mean, for a flat score of 700. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.